Do you think that living alone as you get older will be a beautiful experience? You are not wrong. But today in this video, we will explore some other aspect of life when you start to get older. Living alone, especially as you grow older, is often portrayed as a peaceful and empowering experience. You get to do what you want when you want without any interruptions or obligations to others. While this is true to some extent, there's another side to the story that doesn't get talked about as often. Things you won't hear until you're living it yourself. I've gathered wisdom from countless platforms and forums and want to share what most people are saying. This isn't just my experience, but a collective one from those who've walked this path before. It's not all bad, it's just real. So, let's discuss the parts of living alone as an older person that people don't tell you and how you can make the most of it. 1. You have to be your own emergency backup. One of the biggest surprises about living alone in your later years is realizing that you are your own safety net. There's no one around to notice if something goes wrong. Stories abound of people who fell and weren't found for hours or even days because they didn't have anyone checking on them regularly. For example, one Redditor shared how they had to start carrying their phone everywhere, even in the shower, just in case. While this might sound extreme, it's a good idea to think ahead about your safety. Consider wearing a smartwatch or a medical alert system, especially if you live in a more remote area or don't have close neighbors. These precautions provide peace of mind and let you continue living alone confidently. For instance, a woman on an online forum mentioned installing an emergency key lockbox outside her house, allowing trusted friends or family to access her home without breaking a window if something ever happens. 2. Loneliness can be a real struggle. Even for introverts, living alone can lead to bouts of loneliness, especially as you age. Many people on forums note that their social circles have shrunk over the years. Friends have moved away, retired, or passed on, and meeting new people can feel more challenging. An elderly gentleman shared how he'd go days without having a single conversation with anyone he loved. While he valued his independence, he missed the casual interactions of having someone around to chat about the little things like the weather or what's for dinner. For some, adopting a pet offers companionship, routine, and responsibility. As one woman commented, "My cat might not talk, but he's always there when I come home, and that makes all the difference." 3. Keeping up with home maintenance can be overwhelming. Housework becomes more difficult with age as energy levels change. Tasks like cleaning gutters, mowing the lawn, or even vacuuming can feel more exhausting. Several stories highlight older individuals letting certain chores slide simply because they lack the stamina or desire to do them alone. One woman shared how she kept a list of home projects but ended up putting most of them off. Not because she didn't care, but because it was too overwhelming to tackle everything alone. If you're in this position, don't hesitate to seek help. Hire someone for heavy chores, ask family and friends to pitch in occasionally, or consider downsizing. A smaller living space means less maintenance and fewer worries, allowing you more time to enjoy what truly matters. 4. Your daily routine becomes sacred, and that's okay. Many personal stories emphasize the importance of daily routines when living alone. Without a partner or housemate to share responsibilities or spontaneous plans, your routine becomes your stability. Whether it's morning coffee on the porch, afternoon walks, or your favorite evening TV show, these habits keep you grounded and provide a sense of normalcy and predictability that is invaluable, especially as you navigate the changes that come with aging. A woman in her 70s shared how she starts her mornings by playing the same song while making breakfast to fill the quiet house with energy. This simple act not only sets a positive tone for her day, but also creates a comforting atmosphere that makes her home feel lively and welcoming. Similarly, another woman mentioned that having a set time for her morning tea allows her to pause and enjoy a moment of peace before the day begins, giving her time to reflect and plan her activities. Another man explained how watering his garden every evening wasn't just about the plants, but the sense of purpose and structure provided. Gardening became more than a hobby. It was a daily commitment that gave him something to look forward to and a reason to get outside, enjoy the fresh air, and engage with nature. This routine not only keeps his garden thriving, but also his spirits lifted, fostering a deep sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. In addition to these examples, establishing a consistent daily routine can help manage time effectively, reduce stress, and improve overall mental health. For instance, setting specific times for meals, exercise, and leisure activities can create a balanced day that ensures all aspects of your well-being are addressed. A structured routine can also make it easier to incorporate new habits, such as reading, meditating, or practicing a musical instrument, enhancing your personal growth and happiness. Moreover, routines can provide a framework that helps you stay active and engaged. For example, dedicating time each day to a particular task or activity can prevent feelings of aimlessness and promote a sense of achievement. Whether it's dedicating an hour to a hobby you love, such as painting or knitting, or setting aside time for physical activities like yoga or stretching, having a routine ensures that you continue to pursue interests that bring you joy and fulfillment. There's beauty in maintaining a routine. These everyday moments make living alone special. These rituals give you control over your life and offer consistency amidst change. They create a rhythm that can be both soothing and empowering, allowing you to navigate each day with confidence and grace. Additionally, having a routine can enhance your sense of independence as you become more attuned to your needs and preferences, making decisions that best suit your lifestyle. For those who enjoy variety, routines don't have to be rigid. Incorporating flexibility within your daily structure can keep things interesting while still providing the stability you need. For example, you might have a set time for exercise but vary the type of activity you do each day, or alternate between different hobbies to keep your days diverse and stimulating. This balance between consistency and flexibility can help prevent monotony and keep your daily life vibrant and engaging. In essence, embracing and cultivating a daily routine is not just about managing time. It's about creating a life that feels meaningful and enjoyable. These routines become the backbone of your day, supporting your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. They help you maintain a sense of purpose and direction, making the experience of living alone not just manageable, but truly fulfilling. 5. Cooking for one can be tricky, but rewarding. Cooking for yourself can be unexpectedly tricky when you're older and living alone. Preparing big meals might feel like too much effort, leading many to default to frozen meals or takeout because it's easier. However, learning to love cooking for yourself can change your perspective entirely. It becomes less about the labor and more about the care you're putting into yourself. Consider batch cooking on weekends or making meals that you can eat over a few days. Some find joy in experimenting with new recipes, treating it as a hobby rather than a chore. Preparing food for yourself can become an act of self-care, reminding you that you're worth the effort. Plus, it's a healthier and more budget-friendly option in the long run. 6. The quiet can be both a blessing and a curse. Silence is something people often don't anticipate feeling intensely when living alone, especially if they're used to a bustling household or a full-time job. The house can feel too quiet, particularly in the evenings. While some thrive in that peace, others find it unsettling. An older woman shared that she started leaving the radio on in the background while doing chores to fill the air with noise. Another man mentioned listening to podcasts throughout the day to feel like someone is talking to him. Whether it's music, audiobooks, or TV, finding ways to break the silence can make a significant difference. Conversely, the quiet can be a gift, providing a space to think, reflect, and recharge, especially valuable if you've spent your life surrounded by people. 7. You need to be intentional about physical activity. Living alone, especially as you grow older, can mean fewer reasons to get up and move without a partner or housemate, encouraging you to go for walks or participate in shared activities. It's easy to fall into a sedentary lifestyle, leading to declining physical fitness. Many people on forums have confessed that after living alone for some time, they notice their physical activity decreasing. One man shared how he slowly stopped taking daily walks and found himself sitting more, eventually leading to stiffness. Staying physically active requires intentional effort when you're the only one motivating yourself. Incorporate physical activity into your routine, no matter how small. Set daily step goals. Do light stretching in the mornings or join a local fitness class for older adults. Physical activity doesn't have to mean going to the gym. It can be gardening, dancing around your living room, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Keeping your body in motion not only helps you physically, but also lifts your mood and clears your mind. 8. Your sense of time may shift in unexpected ways. Living alone can alter your relationship with time. Without the rhythms of another person in the house, you may lose track of the day, week, or even month. Several individuals online have mentioned that time either stretches out too long or slips away unnoticed. A man commented that after his retirement and the passing of his spouse, he had days where he wasn't sure what day it was or even the time. This happens because you no longer have external cues like a partner's work schedule or children's activities to structure your day. The good news is you have the power to create your own rhythm. Some find that sticking to a loose schedule helps. For example, designating specific days for tasks like grocery shopping on Mondays or house cleaning on Thursdays. Others engage in hobbies that make them look forward to specific times, such as attending a weekly class, gardening in the afternoons, or cooking special Sunday dinners. It's important to keep track of time while allowing yourself to enjoy its flow. Living alone gives you the chance to structure your days around what works best for you, which is a valuable gift. 9. Decluttering becomes both easier and harder. Decluttering takes on new significance when you live alone. On one hand, there's no one to argue over which items to keep or toss, making the process smoother. On the other hand, everything in your home becomes a reflection of your life. Every photo, book, and piece of furniture holds memories, making it harder to let go. An older woman shared how she found herself keeping things because of their sentimental value. Even though she knew she didn't need them, she grappled with the question, who does it hurt to hold on to these things? While also considering whether she wanted to leave all these items for someone else to sort through. Many in online communities emphasize the emotional difficulty of decluttering when living alone. Objects take on deeper meanings, and parting with them feels like closing chapters of your life. However, there's also freedom in simplifying. A man in his late 60s shared how downsizing his belongings made life simpler for himself and his family, providing peace of mind knowing his home felt more manageable. Decluttering isn't about minimalism for its own sake, but about making your space a reflection of who you are now, not who you were. It's okay to keep things that bring you joy, but letting go of what no longer serves you can be liberating. Start small, tackle one area at a time, and allow yourself to feel the emotions that come with it. After all, this is your space, and you have the power to shape it as you wish. 10. Social invitations might decrease, but you have to create your own fun. A surprising aspect of living alone as you age is how social invitations can dwindle. It's not that people stop caring about you, but as friends and family move into different life stages, busy with their families, careers, or even moving away, you might find yourself less involved in group activities. Some individuals on forums have expressed noticing they weren't invited to gatherings as much anymore, which can feel isolating and lead to feelings of being left out or forgotten. One woman shared, "I used to wait for my phone to ring, but now I've learned I need to be proactive. This is valuable advice. Instead of waiting for others to invite you, create your own social life. Taking the initiative can empower you and open up new avenues for connection. It could be as simple as inviting a friend for coffee, organizing a book club, or hosting a movie night in your living room. These activities not only provide social interaction, but also give you something to look forward to each week. The best part is that when you host or organize the fun, you get to shape it around what you enjoy. For example, a man in his 60s mentioned starting a neighborhood walking group where a small group meets every Sunday to explore different local trails. This kept him connected and active while doing something he loved. Additionally, Joining local clubs or community centers can provide structured opportunities to meet new people with similar interests. Many communities offer classes, workshops, or volunteer opportunities that can help you build new friendships and stay engaged. Living alone means you have the freedom to design your social life. So take charge of it. If you enjoy crafting, invite people over for a DIY night where everyone can work on their projects together. If you love a certain TV show, plan a weekly watch party where friends can gather to watch and discuss episodes. These personalized gatherings ensure that your social interactions are meaningful and aligned with your passions. Moreover, leveraging technology can enhance your social life. Virtual meetups, video calls, and online interest groups can supplement in-person interactions, especially if mobility or transportation is a concern. Participating in online forums or social media groups related to your hobbies can also help you connect with like-minded individuals beyond your immediate geographic area. Be the one who reaches out, and you'll find that others will follow. Taking the first step can be daunting, but the rewards of building and maintaining a vibrant social life are well worth the effort. Not only does it combat feelings of isolation, but it also enriches your daily life with meaningful connections and shared experiences. By proactively creating your own fun, you ensure that your social needs are met, fostering a sense of community and belonging even while living alone. 11. It's easy to neglect self-care, but it's more important than ever. When living alone, there's no one to notice if you've been wearing the same clothes for 3 days or if you haven't bothered to cook a proper meal. It's easy to fall into a routine of not taking care of yourself. Many people on forums admit that living alone sometimes leads to a sense of, who am I doing this for? But here's the thing, you're doing it for yourself. One man shared how, after years of living alone, he realized he was letting small things slide, skipping meals, not showering regularly, and spending too much time on the couch. He said, I had to remind myself that I deserve the same care and attention I would give to someone else. Self-care isn't just about grooming or eating well. It's also about your mental health. This includes keeping up with medical appointments, getting enough sleep, and doing things that make you feel good. One woman shared her routine of lighting candles in the evening, putting on a face mask, and reading a book. It's a small ritual, but it's something she does just for herself to feel nurtured. Make self-care a priority, even when there's no one around to notice. Get dressed in the morning, even if you're not going anywhere. Cook meals you enjoy and pamper yourself in ways that uplift you. After all, you're living alone, but you still deserve the best care, and only you can give it to yourself. Living alone as an older person has its challenges, but it can also be deeply fulfilling. You have the freedom to create the life you want, which is something precious. Remember, it's okay to ask for help, prepare for the unexpected, and lean on others when needed. You've made it this far, and there's still so much to look forward to. Surround yourself with what makes you happy, whether that's a beloved pet, a garden, or your favorite book. When the hard days come, remember that you're not truly alone. There's a whole community of people just like you, finding their way through it too. Feel free to share your own thoughts and experiences in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.